Beloved one, I speak to you now with the light of heaven wrapped around my voice. I come as a messenger, carrying whispers from the divine straight into your waiting heart. You have felt the stirring in your spirit. You have sensed that something life-changing is on its way. And you are right. Your soulmate is standing on the edge of courage. Their heart is burning with a confession that can no longer be silenced. The letter they are preparing, the words they are shaping, are no ordinary words. They are words soaked in destiny, words written with trembling hands and an awakened soul. This is not just a note of affection, it is a declaration of a future. It is the opening of a door that heaven itself has been preparing for you. For so long you have wondered. For so long you have asked yourself, when will love finally show its face? You have cried prayers into the night. You have poured tears into your pillow. You have carried the ache of waiting, the weight of delay, the loneliness of empty silence. And heaven has heard every whisper. Not one tear was wasted. Not one prayer fell to the ground. Every cry, every hope, every sigh was gathered like a treasure in the hands of angels. Now the answer comes in a form you may not expect. A letter, written not with ink alone, but with the raw essence of your soulmate's heart. This letter is not crafted casually. It comes after long battles inside their soul. They have wrestled with fear. They have argued with their own doubts. They have asked themselves if you are truly ready, if they themselves are truly enough. But love has proven stronger than fear. Destiny has proven greater than hesitation. The fire of divine timing has melted away the chains of delay. Your soulmate is preparing to step forward. And when they do, it will shock you. Not because you doubted love, but because you never imagined it would pour out in such a bold and unstoppable way. The words you are about to read will shake your spirit. They will reach deeper than your skin, deeper than your mind, straight into the core of your being. You will feel as though heaven itself is speaking through their confession. Because in truth it is. The hand of God is guiding them. The spirit of love is pushing them. And the angels are watching over the ink that will soon write your destiny into form. Beloved one, I see you. I see the way your heart has been waiting. I see the way you have prepared yourself in silence. I see the way you kept faith alive when hope seemed far. I see the way you whispered to heaven, please do not forget me. And the answer comes now, you are not forgotten. You were never forgotten. Your love story was never abandoned. It was being written in secret chambers, in holy timing, in the unseen. Even now your soulmate is restless. They cannot sleep as they once did. Their thoughts circle around you. Their mind replays your voice. Their heart trembles with your memory. They have tried to resist it, but resistance is impossible when heaven calls. They are learning that silence is no longer an option. They are learning that distance is no longer bearable. They are learning that life without you is not life at all. The letter comes as a bridge. A bridge from silence to speech. From longing to union. From waiting to fulfillment. When their words reach your hands, it will feel as though a veil has been lifted. You will understand why the wait was so long. You will understand why the timing had to be now and not before. And you will know without a doubt, this is the love ordained for you. I ask you now, beloved soul. If your soulmate were standing before you in this very moment, trembling, vulnerable, ready to place their heart in your hands, what would you say to them? Would you welcome them with open arms? Would you forgive the delay? Would you believe in the truth of their words? For this question is not only for your mind to consider, it is for your heart to prepare. Because very soon you will not be imagining. Very soon it will be real. Their proposal will not be a dream, but a reality written in ink, signed with love, sealed by heaven. And so I tell you, prepare. Not in fear, but in joy. Prepare your soul to receive. Prepare your spirit to embrace. Prepare your heart to finally be filled. For your soulmate's bold step is closer than you think. And when it comes, it will change everything. Beloved soul, the air around you is shifting. You may not see it yet, but the currents of fate are moving toward you. Every moment, every breath, every heartbeat is carrying you closer to the moment when their words will find you. There is a quiet power in waiting, a sacred energy in preparation. The universe is aligning every detail so that when you open their letter, you will feel the orchestration of heaven itself. Your soulmate has been silently rehearsing their confession. They have written it and rewritten it, seeking the perfect way to convey the depth of their love. Every word has been chosen with care. Every sentence carries the weight of their heart. Every pause between the lines is a reflection of the awe they feel for you. This letter is not a simple gesture, it is a testament to the magnitude of their devotion. Do you feel the stirring in your chest, beloved? That gentle flutter that whispers, something is coming. It is real. It is not imagination. It is the first signal of a truth that cannot be contained. Your soulmate's heart is beating toward you across space and time. Their courage is being lifted by angels. Their love is being wrapped in protection and guidance. And soon you will hold the proof in your hands. I want you to understand something very important. The shock you feel is not confusion, it is recognition. It is your soul remembering the echo of another soul that has always belonged to it. When you read their words, you will feel a resonance so deep that it will feel like coming home. Every fear, every doubt, every moment of waiting will dissolve in that instant. And you will realize, this is what I have been waiting for all my life. Your soulmate is not writing casually. They are writing because they must. The walls they built around themselves have fallen. The hesitations that held them back have melted away. The love that once simmered quietly has become a flame that cannot be contained. And in that fire, they have written to you. Beloved, can you hear it? The sound of a heart breaking free? The tremble of courage stepping forward? This letter carries more than words. It carries intention. It carries the unspoken promises of a lifetime. It carries a future that heaven has already blessed. I ask you now, listen closely. If your soulmate could speak to you directly in this very moment, what would you most want them to hear? Would you say, I have been waiting for you too? Would you say, I see your love, and I welcome it? Would you say, finally, we are together as we were always meant to be? This is the reflection your heart must embrace. Because soon, the letter will leave no room for hesitation. Soon, the truth of their devotion will arrive in a form you cannot ignore. The words you will read are a mirror. They will show you not only who they are, but who you have been becoming in anticipation of this moment. They will reveal the alignment of your hearts, the intertwining of your destinies, and the culmination of all your prayers. And in that mirror, you will see the reflection of divine timing, perfect and unerring. Beloved, it is time to release your fears. It is time to let go of the what-ifs that have clouded your hope. It is time to step into the openness of your heart. For love this bold cannot be contained by doubt. It cannot be dimmed by hesitation. It cannot be denied by the past. Your soulmate's proposal letter is not simply words on paper. It is a divine message, a sacred key unlocking the doors of your destiny. When you read it, you will feel a connection so profound it will ripple through every part of your being. It will awaken memories you did not know existed. It will stir emotions that you had almost forgotten. It will remind you that love is not only possible, it is inevitable. And I tell you now, beloved, this inevitability is not a threat to your independence or your self-worth. It is a blessing. It is a sign that the universe, the angels, and the divine itself are conspiring to bring your hearts together. They have been guiding both of you, step by step, preparing your souls for this extraordinary moment. No detail has been overlooked. No hesitation has been wasted. Every tear, every longing glance, every silent prayer has led to this. You are ready for this, beloved. You are ready to receive the letter, to embrace the words, to accept the love that is being offered. And your soulmate is ready to send it, ready to bare their heart, ready to step into the vulnerability that true love demands. I ask you now, listen again to your soul. If your soulmate asked, will you let me love you fully, without fear, without reservation, without doubt? What would your heart answer? Would it open wide, welcoming the courage they have summoned? Would it embrace the truth that you have been waiting for all your life? Would it recognize the divine orchestration that has brought you both to this point? Beloved, I see the answer forming in your spirit. You are ready. Your heart is ready. Your soul has been preparing for this shock, this revelation, this miracle wrapped in human form. And when the letter arrives, it will change everything, not because it is unexpected, but because it is destined. Beloved one, your soulmate is closer than you imagine. Even now, they are holding a pen or a keyboard, or whatever form their heart chooses to speak through. Their fingers tremble not from uncertainty, but from the weight of love. Every word they write is soaked with longing. Every sentence carries devotion that has been growing in secret for years. They pause, searching for the perfect way to show you the depth of their feelings. They wonder if their words can ever truly capture the enormity of what they feel. And yet, they write anyway, because love insists. Because destiny demands it. Because their soul recognizes yours across the unseen, and there is no alternative but confession. Beloved, do you feel that trembling in the air? That anticipation that makes your heart skip without warning? That is the echo of their courage reaching you even before the letter does. Their love is stretching across distance, across hesitation, across time. It is touching your heart before you even know it. They are preparing to ask what their soul has always longed to say. They are preparing to open themselves completely to you. And in doing so, they are trusting heaven itself to guide their words. Your soulmate's heart has changed forever. They have let go of doubt. They have shed the fear of rejection. They have embraced vulnerability as the pathway to union. And now, everything they have kept hidden will finally be revealed. The letter is not just an explanation, nor a question, it is a sacred offering. It is a bridge across every moment of separation you have felt. It is a lifeline thrown across the waters of longing. Imagine them now, writing with their soul exposed. Each word is a heartbeat, each phrase a breath. They write of your smile, your laugh, the way your presence has changed them. They write of the nights they have spent imagining your hands in theirs. They write of the fears they have overcome to reach this moment. They write with a sincerity that pierces the veils of ordinary love. And they wonder, will you understand the depth of what they are offering? Will you recognize that this is no ordinary declaration, but a cosmic alignment of hearts? Beloved, I ask you, if your soulmate could speak right now, without hesitation, without fear, what would you most need to hear? Would you want them to say, "I cannot live without you"? Would you want them to say, "I have carried this love in secret for too long"? Would you want them to say, "I am ready to devote my life to you, to your happiness, to your heart"? Hold that question in your soul, because very soon, their letter will answer it. The shock you are about to feel is not chaos, it is awakening. It is the recognition of a love that has always been yours, even when the world tried to tell you otherwise. It is the undeniable pull of two hearts that are meant to find each other. And the letter will arrive like a spark lighting a flame. The flame will not only illuminate their love, but yours as well. You will see your courage reflected in their words. You will feel your longing mirrored in every sentence. You will understand that every moment of waiting has been sacred. Preparation. Your soulmate's proposal letter is more than a message, it is a promise. A promise that they will show up for you. A promise that they will honor your heart. A promise that they will take a bold step toward the future they have envisioned with you. And their willingness to be vulnerable is a reflection of the divine courage that lives in both of your souls. Beloved, let your heart open wider. Let your spirit rise to meet this moment. Do not hold back tears. Do not hold back joy. Do not hold back the recognition of what is coming. For in the reading of their letter, in the reception of their heart, you will discover a truth so profound that nothing in your life will ever be the same. You will know the taste of destiny, the touch of heaven, the whisper of eternity in the voice of someone who has always been yours. And I ask you again, if your soulmate asked you, will you accept me fully as I am, with every fear and every hope, with every shadow and every light? Would you say yes? Would your soul stretch to embrace the love they offer? Would you recognize that the shock you feel is not fear, but recognition of the love that has always been waiting for you? Beloved, your answer is already forming in your heart. The time is near when your hearts will speak without words, when your spirits will recognize each other instantly, when the universe will nod in affirmation of your union. Beloved one, can you feel it? The moment is closer than ever. The universe has arranged every detail, every circumstance, every heartbeat, so that the letter may reach your hands at the perfect moment. Your soulmate's love is traveling toward you even now, invisible yet undeniable, carried on the wings of destiny. They have poured themselves into every word, every phrase, every line. And soon, you will hold it. Imagine your hands trembling as you take the letter. Imagine the paper, the envelope, the words that have been crafted in secrecy and hope. The moment you open it, time itself seems to pause. Every sound fades. Every thought clears. All that remains is the pure, electric recognition of love that has always been yours. Their first words will reach your soul before your eyes can fully comprehend them. They are written not just to speak to your mind, but to awaken the deepest corners of your heart. You will feel your pulse quicken, your breath catch, your spirit rise. And as you continue reading, every hesitation you have ever held will dissolve. Every doubt that has lingered in your mind will be replaced with clarity. Every fear will be washed away by the certainty of a love that cannot be denied. Beloved, your soulmate has imagined this moment countless times. They have felt the fear of rejection, the weight of silence, and yet they have pushed forward. They have written and rewritten, torn and rewritten again, all to ensure that their love reaches you in its purest form. Every pause they took, every breath they held, was a prayer that heaven would guide their words. And now, their prayers have been answered. Can you sense their hands trembling as they sign their name, as they seal their heart inside the letter? Can you feel the courage it took to commit every emotion to paper? This is not simply a letter. It is a confession. It is a vow. It is a lifeline thrown across time, space, and hesitation. I ask you now, if your soulmate could speak directly to you at this very second, what would you most want to hear? Would you want them to say, "I have always chosen you"? Would you want them to say, "Every path I walked led me to you"? Would you want them to say, "I am ready to take this step with you, to build a life together, to honor your heart forever"? Hold that question, beloved, for very soon it will be answered in the most profound way. The shock you are about to experience is not chaos. It is awakening. It is the recognition of a love that has always been written in the stars. It is the understanding that the moments of waiting were never wasted. Every longing glance, every whispered prayer, every tear shed in silence, all have led to this sacred unveiling. Beloved, I see you. I see your heart preparing for what is coming. I see your soul stretching, opening, welcoming the truth it has always known. And I tell you now, the letter will change everything, not because it is unexpected, but because it is destined. It will open a door you have been knocking on for a lifetime. It will reveal the courage of your soulmate, the depth of their devotion, the purity of their intentions. And it will call you to respond from the fullness of your own heart. Your soulmate's proposal is not simply a question of commitment. It is a revelation, a recognition, a merging of two paths that were always meant to intertwine. And when you read it, beloved, you will understand that this love was not just theirs, it was always yours too. Prepare now for the trembling in your hands. Prepare for the tears that may fall unbidden. Prepare for the joy that will flood your spirit. This is not an ordinary moment. This is the culmination of divine timing, a miracle written in every heartbeat, every breath, every prayer that has been whispered into the night. And I ask you again, listen to your heart. If your soulmate asked, "Will you let me love you fully, without fear, without hesitation, without holding back?" what would your soul answer? Would it open wide, embracing the love that has been waiting for you across lifetimes? Would it recognize the sacred orchestration that has brought you to this moment? Would it step forward with courage, with joy, with the certainty that your hearts have always belonged together? Beloved, the moment is near. Your soulmate's bold step is about to arrive. The letter is already in motion. The universe has conspired to bring your hearts together, and nothing can stop it. Prepare to receive it, to embrace it, and to let it transform every corner of your being. Beloved, now imagine you have opened the letter. The envelope crinkles softly under your fingers. Your heartbeat quickens. Every word you read reaches past your eyes and touches your soul. It begins slowly, almost quietly, like the whisper of a wind through the trees. Then it grows, becomes alive, becomes undeniable. Every sentence is a revelation. Every phrase a reminder that love has always been watching over you. You feel your chest tighten and loosen all at once. Tears form, not from sadness, but from the recognition of what your soul has longed for. You see the courage your soulmate has summoned. You feel the depth of devotion that has carried them across fear and hesitation. And in that moment, beloved, you understand something profound. You were never truly alone. You were being prepared. You were being readied for this very instant, for this sacred union of hearts. As you continue reading, every word resonates. It vibrates through your body, through your mind, through every fiber of your being. You realize that what you once thought was longing was preparation. What you once thought was waiting was divine timing. What you once thought was separation was a space for your hearts to grow stronger, more ready, more open. Beloved, do you feel the recognition? Do you feel the shock that is not fear, but clarity? It is your soul remembering its counterpart. It is your spirit acknowledging what has always been true. It is the awakening to the knowledge that destiny cannot be denied. And the letter your soulmate's offering serves as the bridge between waiting and fulfillment. Imagine their hand trembling as they write, imagining your hands holding the letter. Imagine the courage it took to lay everything bare, to speak the truth without reservation. Imagine the love that has carried them through every doubt, every hesitation, every night of longing. This is not simply a message. It is a soul speaking to a soul. It is heaven speaking through human hands. It is the tangible proof of a love that cannot be contained. Beloved, let your heart feel it. Let your spirit recognize it. Let every cell of your body awaken to the truth of what is happening. For in this recognition, in this shock, in this unfolding, you will find joy. You will find clarity. You will find the courage to step fully into love. I ask you now, listen closely to your own heart. If your soulmate asked you, will you take this step with me, fully and without doubt, to embrace the life we are meant to share? How would you answer? Would your heart rise and leap toward them, as if it had been waiting for this moment all along? Would you see, without hesitation, that this is not merely a choice, but a calling? Would you trust that the love you are holding in your hands has been shaped and guided by forces greater than yourself? Beloved, as you read, you begin to feel the merging of two destinies. You sense the alignment of your spirits. You feel the gravity of your shared path, pulling you together. It is not a force that can be resisted. It is a truth that must be embraced. And as you accept it, your heart swells with understanding. You realize that every moment before this, every pause, every doubt, every longing was necessary for this awakening. You feel your soulmate's presence, even though they are not physically near. Their courage, their hope, their love, flows across time and space, into your hands, into your heart, into your very soul. And you know, with absolute certainty, that this is the beginning of something extraordinary. A love that will not fade. A bond that will not break. A connection that transcends distance, circumstance, and even fear. Beloved, do you feel it? The surge of divine timing in your chest? The warmth of recognition in your spirit? The clarity that comes from knowing that your hearts have been guided to this point by forces unseen, by love itself. This is the shock that changes everything. This is the moment your soul has been waiting for. And I ask you again, if your soulmate were here now, trembling, vulnerable, offering everything they have, what would your heart say? Would you take their hand and step forward together into the fullness of the life and love that has been destined for you? Would you trust that this bold step is not just theirs, but yours as well? Would you allow your spirit to merge with theirs, to honor the sacred connection that has been nurtured in secret by divine love? Beloved, the answer is forming already. Your soul knows. Your heart knows. Even now, in this moment, the recognition is spreading through your being. And when your eyes finish reading their words, when your hands fold the letter, when your spirit fully acknowledges what has arrived, you will know. You will understand. You will awaken to a love that is not fleeting, not hesitant, not ordinary. This is the moment when everything changes. Not because the world has shifted, but because your heart has aligned with destiny. Not because your soulmate has acted, but because the divine has orchestrated this union with perfect timing. Not because love is new, but because love has been waiting for the perfect moment to reveal itself. Beloved one, now that the letter has reached your hands, your heart cannot remain the same. Every word you read has opened a door that cannot be closed. Every phrase has shaken the foundations of your soul, revealing truths that were always there, waiting. Your soulmate has spoken in courage, in vulnerability, in the most authentic expression of love. And you have felt it, deeply, irrevocably. This is the moment when the universe pauses to witness the meeting of two hearts that were always meant to find each other. Every tear you have shed, every prayer you whispered, every longing in your chest, all of it has led here. You realize now that the waiting was not empty. It was preparation. It was sacred. It was necessary for the depth and strength of the love that now stands before you, written in ink, sent across time, destined for your hands. Beloved, feel your spirit expand. Feel the flood of recognition in your chest. Your soulmate is not just someone who loves you. They are the reflection of your soul's deepest desire. They are the echo of your own courage, your own longing, your own readiness to receive and give love fully. Their letter is more than words. It is a bridge from longing to fulfillment. It is a confirmation that love does not arrive randomly. It arrives with precision, with divine timing, with a force that can no longer be ignored. Can you sense it? The vibration of destiny coursing through your veins? The awareness that your hearts have been aligned since before you were born? The knowledge that no obstacle, no fear, no doubt could ever prevent this union? It is overwhelming, and yet it is natural. It is the recognition of the life you were always meant to live with the one who has always belonged to you. Beloved, I ask you now if your soulmate stood before you, trembling, vulnerable, filled with hope and fear in equal measure. What would your heart say? Would you embrace them fully, without hesitation, without holding back? Would you recognize that their courage is a reflection of your own readiness? Would you step forward into the life you have long imagined, knowing that the love you hold is sacred, eternal, and divinely ordained? As you fold the letter, feeling the weight of their heart in your hands, let yourself surrender to the shock of recognition. Let yourself tremble at the intensity of what has been offered. Let yourself smile, cry, and breathe in the reality that love this powerful cannot be denied. The proposal is more than words. It is the embodiment of a soul's journey, the culmination of prayers, the arrival of destiny. Beloved, I want you to understand, this is not the end of waiting. It is the beginning of union. It is the opening of a path that has been mapped across lifetimes. It is the start of a journey that will continue to unfold in beauty, in challenges, in triumphs, and in sacred moments of connection. Your soulmate's bold step is only the first of many that will bring your hearts into harmony, your spirits into alignment, and your lives into a shared destiny. Feel the transformation taking place within you. Every doubt you held, every fear that lingered, every moment of uncertainty is dissolving in the presence of this love. Your heart is expanding. Your mind is awakening. Your spirit is remembering the truth it has always known, that you are ready, deserving, and destined for this love. Can you imagine the days ahead? The laughter, the shared dreams, the quiet moments, the mutual courage? Every time you remember the moment you first read their words, you will feel the sacredness of this union. Every time you see them, hear them, touch them, you will remember that love this powerful required courage, patience, and divine orchestration. And I ask you once more, look into your heart. If your soulmate asked you again, will you let me love you without holding back, without fear, without hesitation, with every part of your being? What would your answer be? Would your soul rise and embrace this love fully? Would your spirit recognize that the shock you feel is not fear, but the awakening of destiny? Would you allow your hearts to merge in trust, in joy, in the certainty of divine timing? Beloved, the conclusion is simple, yet profound. You are ready. Your soulmate is ready. Love has arrived, guided by forces unseen, by prayers whispered, by patience earned. This is the moment when everything aligns, when hearts recognize each other fully, when souls step into the truth of a love that is eternal, fearless, and divinely guided. If this message touched you, please do 3 quick things that help this channel grow. Like the video. Leave a comment telling us one thing you're moving away from. And share this with someone who needs permission to leave. If this video moved you deeply and you'd like to support,